A look at Orlando's opening lineup. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. And it's Carter in at the 5, down low. And for the Knicks, Anunoby plays the 4, and Cat is the center. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Prez in at the 3. And we're only a few games in, but already some surprises to this season, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. On the positive side, a couple teams have come together quicker than anticipated, and they are outperforming early expectations.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Prez. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
Tell you, it always feels great getting those first points on the board.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
And it's Wagner missing. Here's Towns. He's checked by Carter. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Guys, that is what you call true physical, hard-earned points from Carl Anthony Towns. Go ahead and embrace that contact.
Now here's Suggs, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. To the inside, Carter uses the glass to finish the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Brunson with it. He's covered by Suggs. Brunson passes to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
Pass to Banchero. Here's Suggs. Back to Banchero. Fires for 3. Carl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Well, Grant at 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A. He has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Now, this is what you call hitting the ground running. 4 shots taken, 4 shots made.
9-2.
Bain. High arcing shot. The rebound by Bridges. The Knicks have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Oh, you love to see Bridges initiate the action, creates for himself. Nice.
Looking to win the run. And it's Suggs with the bucket inside.
Boy, in the lane, making things happen. Nice effort.
Knicks leading by 7. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Timeout, New York.
Now a timeout called by New York.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
A new lineup here for New York. And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Batase's checked in for Carter. Wagner comes in for Banchero. De Silva's checked in for Wagner. And it's Carter in for Suggs. Here's Shamet. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Magic. They trail by 7. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero, the 3rd player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, and 900 assists through their first 3 NBA seasons. The other 2, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
A star on the rise. Shams, appreciate the report.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we should get over screens.
Now here's Robinson. He's scoreless, and it's good. 2 points.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Magic trail by 9.
17-8.
Outside Carter. Kicks it out to Wagner. Takes a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
So nice to see Mo Wagner evolving into the modern big, sinking that three-point shot with real confidence.
Now here's McBride. It's hard on the wing. 6 to shoot. Outside McBride. The three. He buries it from 3. McBride's got 5 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. New York out in front, leading by 9. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Setting the floor for the Magic. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. At the 2 and the 3, it's Suggs and Wagner. And it's Carter in at the 1. And the 8th overall pick in 2021. Grant, what surprises you about Franz Wagner?
I don't think we knew he'd be this lethal off the dribble. His perimeter shooting has really been the lone pickup. But once he locks that in, watch out.
And we're now about a minute into the second quarter of play. Driving to the basket. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Hart's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
I'll tell you, Josh Hart, if he sees a lane and an opportunity to drive, I promise he's going at it.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Wagner, the pass to Carter. Over Brunson. Carter can't get it to go.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Bridges against Suggs. And it's New York scoring again.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go.
26-13.
And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
And I'll tell you, that's the very last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
Batase's checked in for Orlando. New York making a switch here. Suggs outside. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Mikal Bridges. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or 2.
It really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
That one misses.
Jalen Suggs gets a ton of attention for his offensive skill set, and that's appropriate. But let's remember, he can be imposing defensively.
And he's good on the second. Knicks leading by 12. Brunson passes to Anunoby. Here's Prez. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
New York shooting their first free throws of the game now.
0 at the line. Two shots.
Take a break. Take a break. Two shots.
First free throw is good. And the Knicks making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. It's both from the stripe. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
Outside Carter, 5 on the clock. The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
Boy, that one takes a level of commitment from Franz Wagner. This guy wants to keep the play alive.
Down low. Here's Prez. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And that night, they did a great job of executing their plays and creating mismatches.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
It's rebounded by Wagner. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for Orlando. A 12-point game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Now a timeout called by New York. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
I think there was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Robinson, he's checked in for Anunoby. And Alvarado's subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Silva's checked in for Orlando. Desmond Bain comes in for Carter. McBride, he's checked in for New York. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Magic trail by 10. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot. Jalen Suggs is a tone setter for this Magic team, putting his body on the line with his constant activity. Coach Jamal Mosley said, quote, he wears his emotion and his heart on his sleeve. He's pure. There's so much love there. That's why this group is the way it is, because of how he is. Brian, back to you.
Easy seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Robinson. Uses the glass on the layup. Robinson's got his first 2 points.
Well, you want Mitchell Robinson to finish with strength and authority. He does there.
Downs against Wagner. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Clarkson for 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. Magic trail by 12. Pass to Suggs. Now here's Bain. He's covered by Clarkson. Now Bain, coming off a 31-point game. Back to Suggs. Launches a three. That shot is off. And so it's the New York Knicks going into the break up 12. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. About ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Inside, it'll be the dynamic pair of Anunoby and Cat. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges, and it's Prez in at the three. That's the group starting the second half for Mike Brown. First one falls for him.
Paolo Banchero, a guy who not only has the frame, but he's got the mind and the work habits to be great in this league. Can't wait to watch.
And he makes both free throws.
So critical that your big men be able to shoot free throws at a high rate.
Brunson passes to Prez. Outside Anunoby. New York working the ball around now. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at the Mavericks, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
I think for New York, they have started this season on the right foot, securing the top spot with their high-level play. Now, the question is, can they hold on to this ranking?
Yeah, that's Jalen Brunson getting out with some speed and as good as anyone on the floor scoring the basketball.
Pass to Batase. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bain. And he makes it.
And even if he isn't the biggest, strongest guy out there, Bain can still do damage inside.
In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bain is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bain is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
22.
Wagner on the wing. A threat for them offensively. He's recorded around 19 a game.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
To the paint. Here's Prez. Orlando with the rebound. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now. Banchero outside. Bumped and finishes. Great stuff from Banchero.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Now a timeout called by New York.
And make some noise for your Knicks sitting after.
New York making a switch here. Hart's checked in. And a look at the stats for Wendell Carter. Making some changes. Wagner comes in for Batase. De Silva comes in for Franz Wagner. So far, he's made all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line. And they've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
Alvarado, pass to McBride. We've got a 9-second difference. Banchero surveys. Ooh, Banchero getting it done and tight.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
defensively, can't afford to get stuck on the fifth.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the Knicks, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was the choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Magic, Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. Paolo Banchero is out there with Wagner. And it's De Silva in at the small forward.
Substitution on the court.
Brunson against Suggs. Brunson inside with the finish.
What a beautiful move from Jalen Brunson. Frees himself for an opportunity to put the ball in the basket.
Banchero outside. The 3 is up. And Koga Batadze picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Anunoby, he's checked in for Hart. And the Magic making a change here as well. Wagner's checked in for De Silva. Knicks leading by 8. Pass to Prez. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
New York foul.
Shamet, he's checked in for New York.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for your New York Knicks,
Brunson against Suggs. Shot clock at 5. And it's rejected.
That activity on the defensive end paying off for Bridges right there.
New York has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. It's Shamet on the wing, defended by Wagner. Here's Brunson, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Knicks.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
That free throw good from Brunson.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
Suggs with the bucket. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Brunson. Oh, Brunson off the bump.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
And the Magic call time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
New York making a switch here. Hart's checked in and keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen in on, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Suggs. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
This is exactly what you need from Karl Anthony Towns on the defensive end.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They've led by as many as 14. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Mikal Bridges saying, don't sleep on my athleticism. Some big-time hops.
Banchero against Anunoby. Banchero no good.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Here's Brunson outside. Oh, Brunson with the triple.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
There's Wagner off the drive, and the layup is good off the glass.
But you go back to the fundamentals. Franz Wagner calls for the screen and gets himself some space.
New York calls timeout. They're leading by 12. There's a minute 47 left to play in the fourth. And now let's take a second to present our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Well, they were coming off 2 straight losses, and he put his foot down. He stepped up his game, had a big night, and got them moving in the right direction again. And now let's check in with Allie LaForce to see how Wendell Carter's doing.
Thank you, guys. I got a status report from Orlando's head athletic trainer. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. We should not expect to see him back on the floor anytime soon. Unfortunately, it's not the news they were hoping for. Guys?
Thanks as always, Allie. Appreciate the report. Unfortunately, that's not the news fans were hoping for.
Definitely not. Seems like he's got a long, tough road ahead of him.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
Welcoming the contact. Bane's built like a tree trunk out there.
Brunson taking his time here. Jalen Brunson playing big right now.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Knicks.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They show tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jalen Brunson.
You love this guy's confidence. He believes every shot is going in, and boy, a whole lot of them did.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Orlando ball.
Play in the fourth quarter, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
Third team foul. Mikal Bridges at the line, 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
What you admire about Mikal is he's such a grinder. You watch his defense, you can feel the intensity with this guy.
And so he drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Banchero in the post. Anunoby covering. Banchero no good. Outside Brunson, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Orlando calls timeout. They're down by 8. 9 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
A lot to talk about here, but hey, this game is likely out of reach.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
Here's Wagner, shoots over Anunoby, and Wagner gets it to go on the assist by Wagner. until they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. 14 foul. 0 at the line. 2 shots.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. The shot. Yep, it's good. And so it's New York winning this one. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian.